So anyways, to get started, what was it like before you came and saw me? What was your life like?
Before I came and saw you, my life wasn't going too good. I was feeling very depressed. I knew I was having panic attacks because I didn't know what was going on. They just seemed to be getting worse and worse, and I didn't know quite what to do about it. I thought I was just kind of stuck. It's going to get worse. There's nothing I can do about it. Kind of freaking out a little bit over it. Don't know how to stop this. And
what were your worst fears? Where would it go if you...
I think my worst fears was people finding out about them, kind of not being able to keep going to work and it getting worse and kind of out of control, and I'd end up being stuck at home and not being able to function. And my job's really important to me because it supports my family and all that good stuff like everybody else. So I guess my fear was not being able to do it anymore and it just getting worse. And
yeah,
that was pretty
that's
much
a big
about
fear.
it. Yeah,
that's no small thing. What was there kind of a low point in there somewhere where you said, okay, this is really bad and I've got to...
Yeah, I think that there was. Like I said, it was getting worse and worse. Kind of getting to the point where I started avoiding things a lot that I knew I couldn't keep avoiding, but I was going out of my way to avoid certain situations and certain people. I was upset all the time. So yeah, I guess it was getting to that point.
When you first came and started working with me, what was it that, were some of the first insights that you experienced?
After I first came in?
Yeah, from say after the first time you saw me, did anything feel different?
Yeah, actually, it was nice to learn about what was happening. So a little bit of education. The eating better, which that really helped ways to deal with it better. The vitamins and stuff that you gave me were great. That took away a lot of that helped with the anxiety, and then the neck pain caused from all the stress and the panic attacks, and learning about that. And within, I'd say, the first week I felt better. Just being able to talk to somebody was a big thing, someone who could relate. So yeah, I think after the first week it I felt better. So at least I had some hope. It was nice.
Yeah, hope can be a really big deal. Can you expand on that? Like what it felt like? What was it like comparing those two emotions? Like what was it like before you had that hope, and then what was it like when...
Before that, I think it was like, okay, I have no control over this. I don't really know why it keeps happening. What am I going to do? I can't control it. It's controlling me. And it was happening so frequently, like every day. So then when I came to see you, I learned more about it on that first visit. So I knew what was happening with my body, and the fact that by using just a couple of techniques that we talked about the first time, just made a big difference, right away, I guess you'd say. So, plus, just getting information about it, just made me feel like, and plus knowing I wasn't the only one, like other people were going through this too. I wasn't going crazy. So those were some key factors for me.
And on a 1 to 10 scale, how did you feel when you came in, and how do you feel today?
I think when I came in, I probably, 10 being the worst, on a scale from 1 to 10, I was probably at an 8 or 9. And then now, since seeing you, I would say I'm probably at a 2 or 3.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. I'm happy.
Good. If you could, imagine that somebody's where you were, maybe worse, maybe different, but more or less in that same place. About, I don't know if I can deal with this. I mean, you're probably aware now, talking to me for as long as you have, that there's a lot of people out there that are exactly in their own way. It's not every person's unique to some degree.
Right.
But that basic issue of, I don't know if I can keep moving through this. I don't know if there is a solution. I don't know if there's any reason to have hope. I just can't I mean, I just got off the phone with somebody who she's really hitting the bottom, and it's really, it's hard to communicate to her that you can, if you could communicate to that person directly, what do you think you would tell them?
I would tell them to definitely find somebody to talk to, like a counselor, like yourself, somebody, because it will make a difference. There is hope, and I think the scariest thing is to let it get out of control, because the more you let it get out of control, the more it's going to take you down. You can't let it win. I mean, there are ways to, because I would always have those negative thoughts in my mind, like I would try to tell myself ways to make myself stop having these anxiety feelings and freaking out. But I'd always find a way to defeat it in my head. Oh, that's not going to work because of this. Well, that's not going to work because of that. But if you keep going down that road, it will get worse. I don't want to know how much worse. I don't want to go there. So I'm going to choose just to believe this way. I think it was a good decision. I think I needed to talk to someone. I'm more educated now. And I feel a lot better. After I started the nutritional program and started taking the supplements that you recommended for me, within days, because I was having some really bad physical problems due to all of the anxiety I was creating, within days I felt better. And that was great to get rid of that. I was sleeping better, and because my neck was hurting like super, super bad, because of all the anxiety and the stress. Within days, it was gone. It has not come back at all. I mean, every now and then I might feel a little twinge, but I mean, that was a miracle. It was so simple.
When, kind of right in the heart of a panic attack, or right in the heart of high anxiety, or it's almost like there's a tipping point when people are initiating anxiety. And before you came here, there's not a good skill set, and you can just keep going right into that sort of high anxiety, full, when the floodgates get kind of opened up and
right.
It's on. What is it that's different now that even on those days when that initial sort of start is there, that you think takes you in a different direction and diffuses some of that energy? What is it you're doing differently now that?
I don't really, like when I have had the starting of a panic attack recently, I have to think on this one, because I really haven't been having them too often, except for in one or two situations. Because I'll tell myself, wow, this really isn't happening that much anymore, except for those certain situations. And I don't know if I'm just talking myself through it a little bit better, or if I'm not quite as focused on it, I guess, kind of a thing. It did get the better of me a little bit the other day, because it caught me off guard. But I think probably what's making it better is, like, when that did happen, I did get a little bit freaked out. I could feel all the symptoms, and I'm like, okay, just concentrate. I think what's kind of helping is I'm not focusing on it so much, like, afterwards. Because before I just would totally just focus on it and dwell on it, and my whole day is ruined, and the rest of the few days are ruined, and I'm just not giving it that much of a second thought now. It's like, okay, it happened, maybe it'll be better next time. I'm just trying to find the more positive things, I guess, about it. I'm really, really grateful. I really appreciate it. It was been great to be able to talk to somebody about it, and somebody could relate, and somebody could understand, and just by making some few small changes just really helped.